Hello, and welcome back to Proving the Concept, the podcast where we explore the weird, wonderful, and sometimes bizarre world of science and technology. I'm your host, Sarah Goffin, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of sound. This episode, called Sound Byte, will give you a short and sweet dive into the science of sound, how it works, where it originates, and some fascinating facts you may not know. Plus, we'll close by celebrating the contributions of a remarkable female scientist who's made waves, quite literally, in this field. Let's get started. First off, let's break sound down into bite-sized pieces. At its core, sound is energy. Specifically, it's a mechanical wave that travels through a medium, be it air, water, or even solid objects. Sound happens when an object vibrates, disturbing the molecules around it. These disturbances move as waves, compressing and decompressing the medium. That's why sound needs a medium to travel. No air, no sound. This is why space is silent despite all those dramatic sci-fi explosions. These sound waves have two key traits: frequency, which determines pitch, how high or low a sound is, and amplitude, which determines volume, how loud or quiet a sound is. The human ear can detect sound waves ranging from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Beyond that, it's the domain of bats, whales, and some pretty impressive technologies. Now, let's rewind to the very beginning. Where does sound come from? In the earliest days of the universe, just a few 100,000 years after the Big Bang, sound waves rippled through the dense, hot plasma. These waves left imprints we can still detect today in the cosmic microwave background, a sort of universal echo. On Earth, sound has been shaping the planet's environment since its formation. From volcanic eruptions to crashing waves, natural sounds dominated for millions of years. With the evolution of life, sound became a means of survival. Animals used it to communicate, navigate, and even hunt. Just think of bats' echolocation or whales' haunting songs. Let's amp things up with a few quick sound bites. Number 1. Sound travels faster in water than in air, nearly 4 times faster. That's why whales can communicate over vast distances in the ocean. Number 2. The loudest sound recorded on Earth, the Krakatoa eruption of 1883. It was so loud it circled the globe multiple times and could be heard 3,000 miles away. Number 3. You've probably heard of the speed of sound, but did you know that temperature affects it? The hotter the air, the faster sound travels because the molecules are moving more quickly. And number 4. Here's a cool one. Sound can be used as a weapon. Devices like the Long Range Acoustic Device, or LRAD, use focused sound waves to control crowds or deter pirates. As we wrap up, I want to spotlight a pioneering scientist who has explored the complex relationship between sound, the brain, and emotions. Meet Dr. Huda Akil, a neuroscientist whose work delves into how the brain processes sensory information, including sound, and connects it to the emotional experiences. Dr. Akil has conducted groundbreaking research on how sound impacts mood and memory. For instance, she's explored how music stimulates the brain's reward centers and helps regulate stress. Her work bridges the gap between neuroscience and psychology, showing how sound shapes our mental well-being. Her contributions remind us that sound isn't just a physical phenomenon. It's deeply tied to our experiences and emotions. From the joy of a favorite song to the alarm of a sudden noise, sound shapes how we interact with the world. And that brings us to the end of this soundbite. I hope you've enjoyed this brief but illuminating dive into the world of sound, from its origins in the universe to its profound effects on our minds. If you found today's episode interesting, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us keep the science coming. Got a topic you'd like us to tackle next? Reach out on social media or drop me a note. Until then, keep your ears open. You never know what fascinating soundbite might catch your attention. Till next time, curious minds. Sarah out.